Hi guys, today I just wanted to jump on a video real quick and talk about another thing that I had a hard time with when I was trying to decide if I was wanting to join a challenge group, when I was trying to decide if a challenge pack was right for me. Obviously, at the time when I was going to do it, our finances were really tight. I was a stay-at-home mom. We have 4 kids. We had actually just had our business that we had started had failed, and we had moved back home to California to be closer to family to kind of help us through the hard times. We didn't have a lot of money. And I was having a hard time justifying like the cost of a challenge pack, because doing that, our family would have had to sacrifice a lot. And I remember literally writing down everything that I could buy for my children with the money that it cost to buy my challenge pack in Shakeology. And I sent it to my coach, and I remember asking her, I'm like, how is this fair? Like, look at all these things that I could get for my children that would make them so happy, you know, and instead I'm gonna take that money and spend it on myself. I'm like, I couldn't do it. And that's what I told her. I was like, I can't do it. I can't justify it. Taking this money, like, yeah, technically we have it somewhere, but for us to, you know, not have my kids dance this month, or for us not to be able to have like all the food that we're used to eating. My husband's a big fan of food. So, you know, something like eating mac and cheese for a week, or not like a full week, but you know, like having some quick easy foods like we're in college again instead of our normal meals, like, to me, I couldn't do it. I couldn't justify it. I said, how can I put my happiness before their happiness? Like, that's what we do as moms. Like, that's why I'm staying home with them every single day, is to make sure they're healthy, to make sure they're happy, and make sure they're getting the very best. You know, and everyone has different reasons for staying at home, but those were mine, you know. I wanted my kids to have the very best. And I just really felt that, like, this money can be spent towards their happiness, and it wasn't worth sacrificing their happiness for my happiness. Well, as things progressed and I just got to the point where I needed to do something, my husband and I sat down, and, you know, he said, okay, like, let's do it. And it was around Christmas. I had Christmas money I had saved up, that I had kind of put aside. So we used my Christmas money, and then we put in the rest from the family budget, and we just did it. We decided to jump in, and he agreed that there was something we needed to do, and so I did it. And what I found was it is absolutely worth it, because guess what? You're not sacrificing their happiness for your happiness. I promise you that if you make this commitment, you will give them more happiness than you ever knew was possible. And you might be thinking, why? How is that possible? Because I truly believe, and maybe it's because my kids are younger. I mean, my oldest was 7, my youngest was 1. And I know that at that time, like, they're not going to remember the one summer they didn't go to karate camp. They're not going to remember 6 months that they didn't take a dance class. You know, and they might remember it, but it's not going to be like the top thing, like, oh, remember that one summer I didn't do baseball camp, you know. But what they will remember if their mom is happy and has the energy to play with them every single day. They will remember if their mom puts on her bathing suit and jumps in the pool with them. They will remember when you are active and involved with them and make memories with them. They absolutely will remember that. So don't think of it as putting your needs and desires above theirs, because when you are healthy and happy, you will make them healthy and happy, and you will be able to help them create memories and be so much more involved because of the energy you have. Like, that is what they are going to remember. And at the end of the day, it came down to the fact that, you know, at the end of my program, when I went to go and buy some more Shakeology, you know, it wasn't, at that point, it wasn't a matter of what can I do with this money for my kids. It was, absolutely I'm going to invest in me because I have seen the difference it's made in our family. I can see that putting myself first for a few minutes a day, making myself healthy, is making our family culture better. The kids aren't going to remember the small things, but they will remember you, and whether you're there, and whether you hug them, and whether you smile and happy and are laughing with them. And that is why it was worth it.